Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IAS English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar and today we'll talk about polity and governance. See, we got a lot of queries. That's how to cover polity and governance for UPSC Pre and Mains. So I have made two strategy videos. You can go in our playlist and you can watch the strategy videos by me. First was about what every topper has in common. The second strategy video was related to history. Today we'll talk about polity and governance from both UPSC Pre as well as Mains perspective. First thing first, what you have to do is remember your preamble. This is the introductory part of the Constitution. UPSC has already asked a lot of questions on preamble, how many types of justice we have, social, economic and political, liberty, how many types of liberty, TIF for liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. So this is the mnemonic which you will use. Now, preamble, introductory part of the Constitution, telling us what are the basic objectives which our constitution strives for, and that's why this is important. Anyway, you have to remember it. There can be, like, one day there can be a direct mains question. They have already asked questions on parts of it. They can directly ask you to write the whole preamble. So remember it. This is one thing which you have to do. Very important. Multiple questions have been asked related to preamble, especially in UPSC Pre. But this whole discussion is not only about Pre, it's about both Pre as well as Mains. So again, if you have a look at this prelim syllabus, your polity thing lies here. Indian polity and governance, constitution, political system, panchayati raj, public policy, rights issue, etc. So here, etc. is not making things clearer for us. So to understand even your pre-syllabus of polity, you have to go to the main syllabus of polity and governance. If you have a look at this. So here, and sometimes that's why we keep on telling people, and people who who want to join our 26 batch, 27 batch, again, this is not about batch, that if you are preparing for 2026, before joining any batch, please remember this one thing, that you have to be in mains mode predominantly right now till January 2026, because it's not like when you're reading for mains, you're reading only for mains. The things which you will read in mains will help you in pre as well. As you can see here, the main syllabus, Indian Constitution, historical underpinnings, how our Constitution was created, features it has borrowed from 1935 Act, evolution, amendments, 42nd Amendment, mini Constitution, 44th Amendment, significant features, basic structure. So when you're reading even for mains, it will help you in your pre. There are certain mains portion, all in all, which is generally not asked in pre, like let's say world history or ethics and this. So you can ignore them. But more or less, even the things which you're reading for mains will help you in pre. And you have to read for mains more, because it's the marks which actually counts. Pre is qualifying in nature. Even if you clear pre year after year, you're not clearing mains, it doesn't make any difference. So you have to do answer writing, you have to read your mains. So you have to have a look at this syllabus, paste it on your wall, have a look at this polity and governance syllabus, basic structure, part of the Constitution which cannot be amended by Parliament. It was not there in original Constitution. Then you will read about Keshwanand Bharti. But when you will make proper notes of this topic, basic structure, also 1 or 2 page notes, there you will read that basic structure is more. It's not only about Keshwanand Bharti, it's about SGKMW. So Shankari Prasad Golaknath, Keshwanand Bharti, Minerva Mills, Vaman Rao. So you have to delineate your syllabus. That's what I'm discussing here. If you see the second topic, it's related to federal structure, tussle which happens between center and state, UTs, all these things goes on. Delhi versus union government, Bengal versus union government, related to power distribution, Tamil Nadu versus union government, all these things are there in topic 2. Separation of power, legislature, executive, judiciary, they should work in their own domain. Montesquieu gave the separation of power concept. India has fused SOP. US has strict separation of power. What are these things here? I'm not here to tell you and to all the portions of polity and governance. That will be an 8-hour lecture. I'm just telling you that you have to have a look at your syllabus. You have to love it. Just like you paste Tom Cruise, Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt poster on your wall, you have to paste these syllabus. Comparison of Indian Constitution with the rest of the world. What we have borrowed from US, what we have borrowed from USSR, fundamental duties, from where have we borrowed it? If you know it, post it in the comment section. Emergency provision of Indian Constitution, borrowed from which particular country? If you know it, post it in the comment section. So these things you will be reading here. Comparison. Parliament and state legislature here. Sometimes people ask me this question also, sir, what source should we refer to? What book should we read? So Laxmikanth is good. Otherwise, if you're following our batch, StudyIQ batch 26, 27, 28, you can follow our material. You don't have to go anywhere. And there is something called a smart study which you have to do. Parliament, when you're reading Parliament, read state legislature. When you're reading PM, read CM. When same way, this thing follows, because when you're reading president, read governor. More or less the features are same. Structure, organization and functioning of executive and judiciary, how they are functioning. Pressure groups. So here you will read about different pressure groups, FICCI, ASSOCHAM. So who are, like, what is the difference between pressure group and political parties? Political parties fight election, pressure groups, they do not fight election. So you have to delineate your syllabus, salient features of representations of people's act. What happens, what is the criteria, how much money MP and MLAs can spend in their election, what is model code of conduct, what is RPA 1951. So these things. Appointment to various constitutional posts, let's say finance commission, is it a constitutional body, statutory body, executive body, different bodies in question, in news, you have to make your notes here. So please sir and ma'am, remember your syllabus, delineate your syllabus. Government policies and intervention, every other day, every third day, some scheme comes into picture. Like, you read about them. So make notes there. Developmental process, role of NGOs, SHGs, what is non-governmental organization, what is self-help group, how they are different from each other. Self-help group, Kudumba Shri, Lichat Papad, what is happening here, how are they pooling the resources. Non-governmental organization means, when we are talking about non-governmental organization, we talk about Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Servants of India Society, one of the earliest voluntary organizations. So again, delineate your syllabus rather. Welfare schemes for vulnerable section, when we are talking about Divyang people, even women, so different schemes related to them, child, and all those things. Issues related to development and management of social sectors, health, education, human resource. Here you also have to look into SDGs. 17 goals, 169 targets, which particular SDG relates to health, which particular SDG relates to education. Again, if you know it, post it in the comment section. So hope you're understanding. Poverty and hunger, again, SDGs, which particular SDG relates to poverty and hunger. As somebody said, the issue is not lack of food in India. The issue is lack of access to lack of equitable access to food. So all these things, poverty, hunger, SDGs, different data related to them. You will make 1, 2, 3 page notes on poverty, hunger, and different indicators. Global Hunger Index, what is India's rank? Important aspects of governance, transparency and accountability. Here, ethics, second ARC ethics and governance report, they can help you. Or if you are joining our batch, our material will help you. E-governance, use of ICT tools, information and communication technology tools to deliver government services. So again, according to second ARC ethics and governance, e-governance is making it easier for people to do good and difficult to do evil. That's what second ARC says. Then again, role of civil services in a democracy, what attributes civil servant should have. This civil servant and their role and their attributes is also there in GS paper 4 ethics. A high loose attributes according to Nolan committee, which you should have: accountability, honesty, integrity, leadership, objectivity, openness and selflessness. So again, these are the points which you have to keep in mind. Delineate your syllabus and then go to PYQs. Means PYQ, Human Rights Commission, always being talked about how they are toothless tiger. They have been told to do a lot of stuff. They have not been given enough power. Right to Information Act, government has diluted it to a certain extent. Central Information Commissioner, earlier they had security of tenure. Now government will appoint them. I have already I've also made a video earlier on RTI, whether it has been diluted or the power has been amended or curbed. You can watch that video. So again, these questions, they tell you that yes, I have to read NHRC, I have to read Right to Information, I have to read about women, the Sarpanchpati concept, because of the patriarchal character of Indian political process. So once you are done with the syllabus, once you have mugged up your syllabus, or you have looked at it like you have never looked at anyone ever before, then you can go to these questions, application based questions, mains question, pre-questions. You will realize direct questions comes on money bill, election of president, and these kind of questions can be solved by you if your basic static portion of polity is covered. So generally in polity and governance, people are also like, oh my god, I have to do current affairs. No, maintain a balance between static and the dynamic portion. And then again, application based question, what is rule of law? When rule of law happens, government responsibility to the people happens, not people's responsibility. So if you eliminate third, you will be left with B and C. 2 and 4, 1, 2 and 4, just check 1. Yes, if there is rule of law, there will be limitation of power. So that's how you do these questions. Law and liberty. If there are no laws, there is no liberty, because then government can do anything and everything. So these are application based questions. Same thing goes for governance also. Citizens charter. You go to any government office, they have this particular thing posted on your wall that we are committed to doing this, that, and that. So that is Citizens Charter. Is it legally enforceable? No. That is one of the problem. What second ARC talks about Citizens Charter? How we can make it effective? So questions give you an idea. What again, as we keep on talking about in UPSC, it's very important for you people to know what not to read. What to read, most of the people know, or maybe they don't. But what not to read is very important. E-governance, use of ICT tools to deliver government services, Bhumi initiative in Karnataka, this land digitization and initiative means digitization of land records. That is also one aspect of e-governance. So again, you will understand the trends once you are solving these questions. Vicious cycle, virtuous cycle, what they are, which has positive connotation, which has negative connotation, demographic dividend, our youth population, and not only youth, the demographic dividend concept and the definition is much wider. If we are not tapping our young population, it can turn into demographic disaster. So questions, and syllabus. There are certain repeated themes. EVM, electronic voting machine. UPSC asks a lot of questions. Simultaneous election always remains in news. One nation, one election. So hope you're understanding the pattern what we are discussing here when it comes to polity and governance. Remember your syllabus. By heart your syllabus. Make 1-2 page notes related to each and every topic of your syllabus. Don't run too much after current affairs. You have to maintain a balance between static and dynamic portion. You can take any of our batches that will help you in streamlining your preparation, making proper notes as well. Or if you already have notes, trust your notes and revise it multiple number of times. So hope I made myself clear. If you feel like I contributed anything to your knowledge base, you can like, share, and subscribe this video. And you can also join my Telegram family, Fun Study with Shubh. If you have any queries related to anything, the comment section is open, or you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. If you want some more privacy, you can send me personal message there. And again, if you're buying any StudyIQ course, you can use my code SHS Live to get maximum discount. If you're using SHS Live for buying any course, again, you can message me on LinkedIn or Telegram. We can have personal one-to-one interaction as well. Cool, sir. So you can join our 2027 batch. Admissions are closing on 31st. You can also join 2026 batch. Admissions are closing on 20th July. 2028 batch, 31st July. And yes, you have to, target or plan long-term, because UPSC is not a short-term preparation journey. You have to give a lot of efforts. Cool. And how you can join these batches? If you have watched my videos earlier, you know it. Otherwise, you will go to studyiq.com, you will go to UPSC English, and here you will go to view all courses, and based on which year you're preparing for, 26, 27, 28, you can join these batches. That way you will have, proper notes with you. And then you will go to buy now. Before buy now, you can go these and watch these features. Whatever features you want, if some features you don't want, based on that, we have 3 different variants. And you can, if you want everything, you have diamond, then platinum and gold. And for all of these batches, you can use my coupon code SHS Live. Prices for all of these batches will reduce by 7,000. Cool, sir. So that's it from me. I hope I made myself clear how to go for polity and governance. Please make 2 page notes on each of these topics. Revise them multiple number of times. Have trust in yourself. Have trust in the classes which you are attending, be it StudyIQ or something else. For any other queries, message me. I've also asked you some questions. If you know the answer of those questions, you can post it in the comment section. I will see you soon. Take care. Be blessed. Tata. Bye-bye.